My fiancée slept with 3 men at her bachelorette party. I disappeared without a word. What happened next destroyed her perfect life. Mia and I are both 30. We met at a friend's birthday party. When we were 24, I saw her laughing across the room and thought she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. She had this amazing energy that made people want to be near her. By the end of the night, we were alone on the patio talking about music, movies, travel, and our dreams. I was completely drawn to her. We started dating a few weeks later and moved in together after a year. Things were good, or so I believed. Mia liked going out and partying more than I did, but it never seemed too bad. I thought we balanced each other. I was steady, she was fun. When I asked her to marry me last year, I was certain she was the one. She cried and said yes right away. We spent months planning the wedding, choosing a place, tasting cakes, arguing about the bar. I believed we were building a future together. I was wrong. It started with a package. A simple bag. I wasn't supposed to be home. My work ended early, and I wanted to surprise Mia by cooking dinner. When I got to our apartment, I saw a small gift bag by the door. A shiny tag said, "To the wildest bride-to-be. You deserved every second. Love, Tasha." At first, I didn't pay much attention. Tasha was Mia's best friend since college. She was always loud, dramatic, and seemed to enjoy causing trouble. I put up with her for Mia. They were the fun pair, as Mia called them. But the note made me feel strange. I brought the bag inside, put it on the kitchen counter, and stared at it for 5 minutes. I argued with myself. It's probably nothing. But why does it feel wrong? I decided to open it. I told myself it wasn't snooping, just curiosity. It was left outside, so it was like an open invitation, right? Inside were typical bachelorette things. A cheap plastic crown, a sash that said, "Bride's Last Ride," and sparkly paper pieces that went everywhere. But at the bottom, I found a pair of men's underwear. Used, not clean. My stomach felt sick, but I tried to think it was a joke, a stupid prank gift. Then I saw the flash drive. I don't know why I checked it. Maybe it was the underwear and the feeling that the bag screamed, "Crazy night." I plugged it into my laptop and opened the only file. The video started normally. Mia and her friends were in a club booth, laughing and shouting. The camera shook as it focused on Mia, wearing the crown and sash. She looked beautiful, but her energy was strange. Not just happy, but wild, like she didn't care about anything. The next part got worse. Mia was on stage at a strip club, dancing, very close to a male stripper, while her friends yelled. At first, I thought, okay, it's a bachelorette thing. Bad, but not the end. But then the camera followed her as she pulled the stripper off stage, laughing, and led him towards a private room. I stopped the video. My heart pounded. Don't overreact, I told myself. Maybe it was just for show. Maybe she went in, laughed, and came out, but I knew. Deep down, I already knew. The next part proved it. Mia was sitting in a lounge area with 3 men. They were laughing, drinking, and flirting. One leaned in and kissed her. She kissed him back. Then another guy kissed her. By the end, she was leading all 3 into what looked like a hotel room. Tasha's voice in the background made it worse. She laughed and said, "Mia, you're a legend. Bride of the year." I sat staring at the screen. It felt like my chest was ripped open. This wasn't the woman I'd spent 6 years with. This wasn't the Mia who fell asleep on me watching movies. This wasn't the Mia who talked about wanting a family with me. Mia came home that night, acting normal. She kissed my cheek, asked about my day, and talked about Tasha's wedding decoration ideas. I nodded and smiled, pretending I was fine. But inside, I was finished. I couldn't look at her without seeing the video. I felt stupid for not seeing signs earlier. Had she done this before? Did I miss something? I didn't know. And I didn't care. The woman I thought I knew was gone. I didn't sleep that night. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, seeing the video again and again. Every laugh, every kiss, felt like a knife. I wanted to yell at her, demand answers, but I knew it wouldn't help. The next morning, Mia got ready for work early. She kissed my forehead and said, "Can't wait to see you tonight, babe." I smiled and said, "Me too." The second she left, I moved. I didn't have coffee or think. I grabbed my duffel bag and started packing. Clothes, soap, toothbrush, laptop, chargers, whatever fit quickly. I wasn't coming back, so I didn't worry about what to take or leave. She could have the furniture, the TV, the kitchen stuff. I just wanted to leave. This wasn't like me. I always plan everything. Trips, work, weekends. But here I was, throwing things in a bag with only one plan: get out. I took my phone and searched for places to stay. I didn't want a regular hotel. It felt too real. I needed somewhere quiet to think. I found a small resort 2 hours away. It wasn't fancy, but it looked peaceful and had rooms free. Perfect. Called, booked a room for a week, paid, and didn't care about the cost. It was worth it for peace. Before leaving, I grabbed the folder with our wedding papers. I wasn't paying for a canceled wedding. The venue was first. I called them as I walked out the door. "Hi, this is Ryan. I need to cancel the wedding booking." The woman sounded surprised. "Oh, I'm sorry." "Why?" I didn't want to tell a stranger my problems. Change of plans. Life happens. She talked about a 20% cancellation fee. I didn't care. "That's fine. Just cancel it." Done. I got in my car and drove. I didn't look back at the apartment. The drive felt strange. I followed the GPS while my mind replayed the flash drive. Was this new? Or had she been like this all along? I stopped for gas and snacks. My phone buzzed in my pocket. I knew it was Mia. I ignored it, but it kept buzzing. Calls, texts. She must have come home and seen I was gone. I couldn't read the messages yet. I wasn't ready for excuses, fake crying, or it wasn't what it looked like. I silenced my phone and kept driving. The resort room was small but perfect. Big bed, little kitchen area, fireplace, deck with a lake view. It felt far away from everything. I dropped my bags and sat on the bed. Finally, I let out a long breath. For the first time, I felt the weight of what happened. This wasn't just a fight. I'd left my fiancé, my home, and the life I thought I had. I unpacked, but it felt odd seeing my things in a strange place. I kept expecting Mia to call from another room or ask about dinner. Every noise made me jump, like she might walk in. When I sat down to eat a sandwich, I checked my phone. Over 20 missed calls from Mia, and many texts. "Hey babe, where are you? Did you go somewhere? Tell me when you're back." Casual Ryan, this isn't funny. Where are you? Are you okay? Why is your stuff gone? What's happening? Scared. Please call me. I don't understand. Please. Begging, I didn't reply. Instead, I called my parents. They are practical people who don't cry easily. When I said I left Mia and the wedding was off, my mom just said, "Okay, sweetie. Do you want to tell us why?" I kept it simple. She wasn't who I thought she was. My dad said, "Good for you, son. Better to find out now." They didn't ask for details, which I liked. I told them I was at a resort to clear my head, and they said they supported me. That first night at the cabin was weird. I kept thinking Mia would burst in, demand answers, or try to get me back. I thought about all the time and work I put into. U.S., planning dates, saving for the wedding, putting up with Tasha. For what? So she could throw it away in one night? By bedtime, I decided I wasn't going back. Not for her tears, her apologies, or her promises. This was over. One thing bothered me. Tasha. She wasn't innocent. She was the leader. The video felt like a trophy she was proud of. And that note, "You deserve every second." It was like a confession. Tasha always annoyed me. Loud, sarcastic, always needing attention. Mia thought she was fun. I thought she was obnoxious. I tolerated her because Mia loved her. But I never trusted her. Looking back, there were warnings. Tasha always pushed Mia to go out, even when we had plans. Sometimes Mia came home drunk at 2 a.m. with Tasha laughing in the background, yelling, "Sorry for stealing your girl, Ryan." I used to laugh, but now it wasn't funny. At the resort, I decided to confront Tasha. Not Mia yet. I wanted answers from the one who pushed this. I didn't want to call her directly. I used a fake number app to text her. "Hey, it's Ryan. We need to talk about Mia. Meet me at the coffee shop on 7th tomorrow at noon. She replied fast. WTF? Are you okay? Is Mia okay? What's this about? I didn't answer. The next day, I drove back to the city, parked near the coffee shop, and waited. Tasha walked in on time, looking as smug as ever. Bright pink jacket, high heels, sunglasses inside. Typical Tasha. I walked in a few minutes later and sat across from her. She looked surprised, then smiled. "Ryan, you scared me with that text. What's going on?" I didn't waste time. "Stop pretending, Tasha. I know about the bachelorette party." Her smile disappeared. What do you mean?" I leaned in, kept my voice low. "I mean the flash drive, the videos, the package you left. I know everything." She stared, then laughed nervously. "Oh, come on, Ryan. It's just bachelorette stuff. You're not seriously mad about that, are you?" "That's putting it mildly," I said, leaning back. What kind of best friend tells someone to cheat on their fiancé and then sends a video of it? Her face got red. "It wasn't like that," she said quickly. "It was a fun night. No big deal." I took out my phone and showed her the screenshots I saved. I slid it over. It showed her messages to Mia. "Bride of the year, you owned that stage, girl. Don't feel guilty. It's your last chance to be free." Her eyes got wide, and she tried to push the phone back. "Ryan, you're taking this too seriously. It's tradition. Every bride deserves one wild night." "Tradition?" I said, my voice louder. "Is that what you call it? Because it looks like you pushed her the whole time." Tasha sighed and crossed her arms. "Look, I didn't make her do anything. She's an adult. She chose, and you were there cheering her on." I shot back. "You were supposed to look out for her, Tasha. Instead, you helped her ruin everything we had." She rolled her eyes. "Oh, please. She loves you. It was one night. You can get past this." That made me angry. I hit the table, making her jump. "Get past it? You think I can forget her sleeping with 3 guys because you call it one night? You're unbelievable." She looked around, worried people were watching. "Okay, fine," she said quietly. "I'm sorry. Sorry if it went too far. But honestly, Ryan, this is between you and Mia. Leave me out of it." "You're already in it," I said, standing up. "And believe me, Tasha, everyone will know what kind of friend you are." Her eyes widened. "What does that mean?" "You'll see," I said, grabbing my phone and leaving. Driving back to the resort, I thought about what she said. She's an adult. She chose. As much as I blame Tasha, she was right about that. Mia made her own choices. Tasha might have started it, but Mia did it. That thought hurt. I always saw Mia as fun and free-spirited. Now I saw she was just careless. Tasha lit the match, but Mia started the fire. Back at the cabin, I wrote an email. I wasn't ready to talk to Mia, but I wanted to stop Tasha from twisting the story. I attached the screenshots and videos and sent it to a few friends I trusted, telling them to keep it quiet for now. I didn't hear from Tasha again. Not surprising. She knew she couldn't fix it, and I didn't care. She wasn't my problem. My next step was clear. Tell Mia's parents. To be clear, Mia's family was very old-fashioned and judgmental. When we moved in together 3 years ago, her mom, Janet, acted like it was a scandal. She never said it outright, but she made comments like, "It's not proper to live together before marriage," and looked upset when I talked about our apartment. Her dad, Henry, was quieter, but also disapproving. He'd grumble, "Back in my day, we did things differently." They only warmed up to me after we got engaged. Suddenly, Janet planned bridal parties, and Henry talked about helping us buy a house. It was like I passed a test. I was finally good enough, but after what happened, I couldn't keep the secret. Mia betrayed me, and now her parents, who thought she was so perfect, should know. They had money and always supported her. Mia kept texting and calling. "Ryan, please answer. I know you're upset, but we need to talk. I love you. Please don't give up on us." Every message made me mad. She didn't get to act like the victim. She chose this. I ignored every call and text. Then Janet texted me, "Ryan, what's happening? Mia is a wreck. Please call. We're worried." I looked at the message and decided to see them in person. If anyone should deal with Mia, it was them. They always thought they knew best. The next day, I drove to Janet and Henry's house. I didn't tell Mia. Janet opened the door, looking relieved and concerned. "Oh, Ryan, thank God you're here. What's going on? Mia is so worried." Henry sat in his chair reading the paper. He looked up. "Ryan," he nodded. "Good you're here. Tell us what's happening." I went in and sat on her clean couch. "I came to tell you the truth," I said calmly. "You should sit down for this." Janet looked confused, but sat across from me, wringing her hands. Henry leaned forward, frowning. I took out my phone and opened the evidence folder. "Mia lied to you and to me. The wedding is off because of what she did at her bachelorette party." Janet gasped. "What are you talking about? What could she have done that's so terrible?" I gave her my phone. "Watch this." She hesitated, looking between me and the screen. Then she pressed play. Her face changed from confusion to horror. "Oh my God," she whispered, shaking. "This can't be real. Tell me this isn't real." Henry stood up, red with anger. "What's going on?" "Let me see." Janet gave him the phone, crying. As Henry watched, his jaw tightened, and he gripped the phone hard. "This is what she did," I said firmly. "She didn't just cheat. She made a show of it, and her friends helped." Janet covered her face, sobbing. "I can't believe this. I can't believe she would do this." Henry paced, fists clenched. "That girl, that damn girl," he muttered. "We raised her better." "What was she thinking?" "She wasn't thinking," I said. "Now she wants me to forgive her, but I'm done. I thought you should know because I won't fix her mess." Janet looked up, eyes red. "Ryan, please, can't you just talk to her? Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe she was pressured." "She wasn't pressured." I cut in. "She chose, and I won't spend my life wondering if she'd do it again." Henry stopped and pointed at Janet. "This is what happens when she listens to that damn Tasha instead of us. I told you Tasha was bad news." "I told you." Janet nodded, wiping tears. "We should have said something. We should have stopped her from moving in with you. Maybe this wouldn't have happened." I almost laughed. "You think us moving in was the problem? You've been so worried about what's proper that you missed the real issue. Mia is reckless. She's always been reckless, and now she's paying for it. Henry sat down, shaking his head. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I stood up. Look, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's your problem now. She'll probably ask you for help. You decide what to do. I've decided. Janet grabbed my arm as I walked to the door. Ryan, please don't tell anyone else. Think of the shame for our family. I pulled my arm away gently. That's not my concern anymore, Janet. You deal with it. Driving back to the resort, I felt closure. For years, Mia's parents looked down on me, acting like I wasn't good enough. Now they knew the truth. Their perfect daughter destroyed everything herself. Later, Janet left a voicemail. Ryan, it's Janet. I don't know what to say. Henry and I are heartbroken. We talked to Mia, and she's falling apart. She says she doesn't know how to fix this. And honestly, we don't either. We are so sorry. Call if you want to talk. I deleted it. Mia could handle her parents. I was done. Let her explain. Let them clean up. I wasn't her backup anymore. The truth spread fast. After telling Mia's parents, I decided to tell more people. Maybe I was being a little mean, but people needed to know the truth about Mia and her friends. If I stayed quiet, they'd pretend it never happened. That wasn't happening. First, I texted Rachel, one of Mia's close friends who was there that night. She wasn't as wild as Tasha, but she joined in. She didn't get a free pass. Rachel, I know what happened at the party. I have videos and messages. Don't pretend. We need to talk. Rachel called me fast, sounding shaken. Ryan, what is this? Where? Did you get this? What does this mean? Does it matter? I said calmly, you were there. You saw. She stammered, then blurted out, I didn't know it was that bad. Okay? I thought it was just dancing and flirting. I didn't know. You didn't know she left with 3 guys? I cut in. You didn't know she cheated right in front of you? She was quiet, then sighed. Look, Ryan, I'm sorry. I should have said something, but I couldn't stop her. Mia said marrying you would be boring, and she wanted one last fun night. Tasha was pumping her up, and Mia was drunk and went along with it. I almost laughed. Went along with it? That's your excuse? She didn't go along, Rachel. She chose, drunk or not, and you watched and did nothing. Rachel tried to backtrack. I didn't think it was my place. It was your place, I snapped. You're her friend. A real friend would have stopped her. She didn't say much after that. By the end, she apologized again and promised to talk to Mia. I didn't believe her. Tasha was next. I didn't need to do much. Mia's parents were already angry. The day after, I saw them. Mia called me over 20 times. I ignored them all. And Tasha texted me, angry. Ryan, what are you telling people? Mia is a mess, and now everyone's acting weird with me. Stop this. I smirked. Tasha was feeling the heat. I didn't reply. Let her sweat. The best part was when Rachel told the other friends. Rachel might have been involved, but she wasn't going down with them. She started pulling away from Mia and Tasha, telling everyone she didn't know how bad it was and never would. Have supported it if she knew. By the week's end, the story was everywhere. Mia went from the fun bride-to-be to the outcast of her own friends. A mutual friend, Chloe, different from the fiancé name in your original note, kept as is for consistency with your provided text, messaged me. We weren't close, but she was. Always nice. Hey, Ryan, just wanted to say, I'm sorry for what you're going through. I never thought Mia could do that. Let me know if you need anything. Meanwhile, Mia still tried to reach me. The text slowed, but didn't stop. Ryan, I know you're mad, but we need to talk. Please, I'll do anything to fix this. Just tell me what. It was pathetic. She wasn't sorry for what she did. She was sorry her life was falling apart. Then Tasha and Mia had a big fight. Tasha, sick of being blamed, told Mia, "Don't act like I made you do anything. You are all in. Stop playing the victim." Chloe heard and texted me, "Tasha and Mia aren't talking. Tasha is telling everyone Mia blamed her. It's messy." I felt some satisfaction. Tasha thought she was untouchable for years. The last I heard from Janet, Mia was falling apart and couldn't get her life together. At first, I thought it was just crying and begging. But I started hearing from people how bad it really was. Mia's parents reached their limit after I told them. Janet tried to reason with Mia. Mia blamed me. She said I overreacted, should have been more understanding, and it wasn't fair I ruined her life over one mistake. Janet and Henry cared deeply about appearances. Their daughter's scandal being known was their worst fear. When they saw Mia wouldn't take blame, they kicked her out. It wasn't empty. They packed her things, left them on the porch, and told her not to return until she took responsibility. Janet probably said, "You're an embarrassment to this family." Mia tried to stay with Tasha. That didn't work. After their fight, Tasha didn't want her on the couch. Tasha said getting involved would make things worse. Chloe told me Mia asked other friends, but most avoided her. Rachel ignored her calls. Others didn't want to get involved. By the week's end, Mia was sleeping on couches wherever she could. The money problems hit harder. Mia had an easy office job her dad got for her. Henry used connections to get her in, and she did the bare minimum. After they kicked her out, Henry stopped protecting her. Mia's boss already warned her about being late and lazy. When her personal drama spilled into work through gossip, the company let her go, saying they were downsizing. I admit, when Chloe told me Mia lost her job, I felt a little justified. Not because I wanted her to hurt, but because her actions finally had real results. For years, she skated by, letting others fix things. Now she had no net. I heard Mia went to her parents' house after losing her job, crying and begging to come back, saying she had nowhere else. They didn't change their minds. Now Mia had no options. No job, no home, no friends willing to help. Her texts and calls got desperate. "Ryan, please talk to me. I have no one. I'm sorry for everything. I lost my job, my home, everything. I messed up. Please give me another chance. I'll do anything. Just tell me what you want." I didn't answer. I wouldn't let her guilt me. She made her choices. Now she lived with them. Our friend Eric gave me an update a week later. Mia called him, hoping to stay with him. Eric is straightforward and shut her down. "She's in bad shape, man," he said, crying on the phone saying she didn't know what to do. But I told her straight, this isn't my problem. Eric wasn't cruel. He just wouldn't let her use him like she tried to use me. Finally, Chloe told me Mia rented a room in a bad apartment on the other side of town. She used her last savings for the first month's rent. She got a part-time job at a coffee shop, but it wasn't enough. "She's barely getting by," Chloe said. "I don't think she's ever been this low." What surprised me most was how fast everyone left her. For years, Mia was the center of her friends, the one who planned everything. But when she needed help, no one was there. Tasha said, "She's not my problem anymore." Rachel cut all ties, saying she couldn't handle the drama. Even Chloe, who tried to be neutral, stopped talking to her. Mia burned every bridge. Now she had to start over from nothing. I won't lie. I felt some satisfaction seeing her fall apart. Not because I wanted her to suffer, but because it proved a point. Actions have consequences. Mia spent years relying on others to save her. Now she faced reality. As for me, I moved on. Every day felt like I was further away from the mess.